All right, so when I first started learning how to play guitar, every now and then I'd come across somebody that was playing guitar by themselves, not singing, no jam tracks, no other instrumentation, just a person and a guitar, and they were playing something melodic, and that always blew my mind, like how you could just pick up a guitar and do that. And I wanted to know how to do it so bad. There was always Chet Atkins in sort of that league of players, but I would hear people every now and then just sort of playing a chord, then playing a little melody line, and I didn't know how they were doing that. And so what I wanted to do in this video is give you a formula, actually a very simple, easy to remember formula for being able to do that and create this stuff on your own. Whether you're improvising or composing, you can do this and it's not that difficult. The formula is called 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. And it's really that simple. It's playing a chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, stop, and then you're gonna throw in a fill lick, and that's gonna be the formula. We're gonna stick to that formula for all the chords. And so I thought with something like that, maybe it'll make it easy to remember and it'll give you some structure for being able to do this stuff. So what I'm talking about when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, stop is this. There's the 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. Now we're gonna go to the 4 chord. There's the stop again. Back to the 1 chord. So in those stops, in those dead spaces, we're gonna throw in some fill licks. And when we do that, it's gonna sound like this. All right, so we're gonna break this entire lesson down in this video. If you'd like to download the tab PDF file for the composition that we're working towards, and also have access to the on-screen tab viewer, it has no talking in it. It's a great way to review what we're going through here. It's gonna have the tab and the video on the screen at the same time. It's interactive. You can loop sections, you can slow down playback and all of that. You can get the extra materials for this lesson by going to activemelody.com and doing a search for ML148. Okay, so we're gonna look at a chord structure. This is gonna be in a minor key, and we're gonna be in the key of B minor. Now you can do this in any key. If you don't wanna do it in B minor, you just change your starting chord. It's really that easy. So our 1 chord, we're gonna be starting with this E shape. So that's how I'm thinking of this. It's my B chord, or actually, I'm sorry, it's my B minor chord. It's actually my B minor 7 chord played out of the E shape. So I'm gonna bar all 6 strings on the 7th fret. That's gonna be my 1 chord. We'll call that our minor 1 chord. We're gonna stay in that same neighborhood for the 4 chord. There's my minor 4 chord. That's gonna be an E minor 7. So B minor 7, E minor 7. And then for the 5 chord, instead of me just playing a dominant 7 chord, which would be our F sharp 7 chord, and I could do that, that would work. Instead of doing that, I wanna create a different tension just to give you some ideas. And we're gonna play a sharp diminished 7 chord. It's actually gonna be the 5 sharp diminished 7, which is a slidable chord and it allows you to do all this cool kind of stuff. And then we're gonna go back to the B minor, but this time we're gonna come down here and use that A shape. Same shape we used when we played the E minor. It's the exact same shape. We're gonna repurpose. And a lot of what we're gonna be doing in this lesson is repurposing licks, chords, ideas. We're gonna repeat ourselves a lot. I'm a big fan of that. That way you can learn a lick one time and you can just kind of keep reusing it. It's not like you're reinventing the wheel every time. So let's apply the 1, 2, 3, 4 stop to those chords. It's pretty simple. It comes in right on the 1, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. It's that easy. So it's down, up with the right hand. Down, up, stop. Wait. Here's the 4 chord. Down, up, stop. And then we're gonna go to the 5 chord. That's actually our 5 sharp diminished 7 chord. And play that, and then we're back to the 1 chord. Okay, so that's the formula for it. Now the one thing I'll point out is when we go to the 5 chord, I did something a little different. I'm gonna play it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. Go down 3 frets. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. Go down 3 frets again and play 1, 2. So it's ba-da, 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 bop, bop. Just to create some interesting sort of rhythm and cadence to the whole thing. We'll get to that again as we get to that part of the song. But that's the structure of the song. So all we have to do in addition to that is fill in some things in those sort of dead spaces. And you can take this formula, you can apply it to songs in a major key, minor key, obviously. It's a very reusable thing. You can do it at whatever tempo you want as well. So let's look at that first fill lick. We're going to play it like this. And that is coming out of my B minor pentatonic scale, pattern 1, which is right here. That's why I love this sort of E shape, because this shape has the bar on the 7th fret, and this minor pentatonic scale, pattern 1, has all those notes on the 7th fret. So they're sort of connected in that way. If you can see them together, it makes life so much easier. So anytime you're playing this minor chord, or minor 7 chord, you can always throw in some fills from your minor pentatonic scale because it's right there. So the first little lick that I'm working in, it's a great minor lick. I use this lick all the time. Actually, I used it last week in last week's lesson. So I'm borrowing the first 3 strings on the 7th fret. I'm playing strings 2 and 3, and I'm doing a hammer on to the 9th fret 3rd string. 2 of those actually. And then we're going to come down and go 9, 7, 9, and then back up to the 7th fret. So, okay, so let's practice putting those 2 pieces together. So you have. All right, now let's go to the 4 chord, which is our E minor 7. And we're going to play it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. Now, I could play the B minor pentatonic scale again, play some more licks out of that, which would be in the key of the song. But instead, what I played was this. Now those notes are coming out of my E minor pentatonic scale, not B minor. B minor is the key of the song, but you can do this as well. You can follow the chord changes and play the scale of the chord that's happening in this kind of situation. So over an E minor, I'm playing the E minor pentatonic scale. Now, since I'm staying in this neighborhood, what I end up playing is E minor pentatonic scale pattern 4. So just connect in your mind off of this A shape, in this case it's a minor shape, A minor, connect minor pentatonic scale pattern 4. And look at how many of the same notes are in your B minor pentatonic scale pattern 1. That's B minor pentatonic scale. This is E minor pentatonic scale. That note's different. So there's some differences, but a lot of those notes are the same. What I'm going to play then is this little lick here out of my E minor pentatonic scale. So it goes like this. My pinky's up here on the 10th fret 1st string, and my index finger is down here on the 7th fret. And I do a pull off like that, pulling off my pinky. So it goes, and then we're going to play 8th fret 2nd string, 9th fret 3rd string, little stair step shape, which is in my E minor chord. It's really like my E minor arpeggio there. And then I'm going to go into that minor pentatonic scale, E minor pentatonic. So that's what the lick sounds like. So let's put the 2 pieces together now. My minor 1 chord going to the minor 4 chord. We have. All right, so now we're going to go to the 5 chord, but I played the 5 sharp diminished 7. And that's just another way of creating a tension chord. You can remember this going forward. Here's sort of an easy way to remember it. So whatever your 5 chord is, in this case it's an F sharp. And so you could find your F sharp note on the 1st string. If you go up 1 note on top of that, 5 sharp, that's a G. Play that with your pinky, and then let your fingers fall into place using that diminished 7 chord shape. That's an easy way to remember how to get to it. Just whatever your 5 chord is, you just go up a fret and play that sharp diminished 7. So this chord is a movable chord. I can move it 3 frets in any direction, and it's the same chord. Those are the same 4 notes. These are the same 4 notes as these, and these are the same 4 notes as these. They're just rearranged. They're put in different orders, but it's the same notes. So anyway, in this song, the way that I played it was 1, 2, 3, 4, stop, 1, 2, 3, 4, stop, and then move it down here and go 1, 2. And now we're gonna go back to the 1 chord, and I don't have time to come all the way back up here and play my B minor up here. I mean, I could if I really scrambled, but since I'm here, I might as well just grab the B minor that's down here. So I went like this and grab this one. That's using the A minor shape. That's exactly the same shape as we played when we played our E minor chord here. So we're repurposing this stuff. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We've already covered pretty much the amount of notes that we're gonna cover in this. We're just gonna repurpose a lot of this stuff now. So we're gonna hit it 1, 2, 3, 4 and stop down here. So from the beginning, we've actually got our first time through. Now we've got right? That's pretty cool. If you get nothing else, you've already got a cool little jam there. Now here's what's cool. Once I come down to this B minor chord down here, off this A minor shape, I'm gonna take the same lick that I played for the E minor, the same shape, and play it down here. And listen to this. It works because it's connected to the chord. Hopefully a light bulb went off for somebody and you go, oh, this. For the E minor, you can hear that little solo, how it worked great over the E minor chord using this shape, and it worked great over the B minor chord using that same shape. And so that's how you start to connect licks to chord shapes, and you realize I can just, anytime I'm playing this, or a minor chord like this, I can use that or some variation of that because it's a lick that's connected to the chord and it's gonna work. And that's kind of how improvising starts to work. You connect these things and then it's all one vocabulary. It's not like playing lead is a separate thing than playing rhythm. It's all kind of one. You're playing the guitar now. All right, so now we're gonna go through the cycle again. We're gonna just stay down here in this position for our B minor chord. I'm gonna play 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch this for the lick. It's that B minor pentatonic scale pattern 4. It's the same thing we did for the E minor, remember? That's my B minor pentatonic scale pattern 4 down here. So my lick is 5th fret, 2nd string. I do 2 like little half bends there. And then we go back 5, 3, 5, 3. Real simple lick. And then we're gonna go to the 4 chord, and I come up here for the E minor, same place that we did it last time. There's our 1, 2, 3, 4 stop, and I'm gonna play that same lick. I'm gonna repurpose the same thing because the lick is connected to the chord shape. So that chord shape, see how it works? So it's gonna fit. And so anyway, that's what I did. I played the lick. I'm not sure exactly how I did it. You can check the tab though for the specifics there. And then we come to the 5 chord section of the composition, which we're playing our 5 sharp diminished 7, and I played. And then back to the 1 where we started. So this is pretty much just repeating everything we've done. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, stop, go down 3 frets, 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. But instead of me coming down here, I came all the way up here and went, grabbed that, and then back to where we started, and then to the B minor. So it's like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, stop, 1, 2, 3, 4, stop, 1, 2, back to the 1 chord, the 1 minor. So that is the 1, 2, 3, 4 stop formula. And what's nice about this is you can plug whatever you want. If you don't like my licks that I'm throwing in there, come up with your own. At least you've got the formula. And sometimes all it takes is somebody giving you a simple framework like this to start to build something with. It's really hard when you sit down with a blank canvas. Even if you're given the key, if I said play something in B minor, it's so vague, you know, you've got the key, which is nice, but what do you do? How do you get the timing? How do you start this thing? But when you have a structure like this, you can start filling in it's like a color by number. You can start filling them in. You've at least been handed something to sort of color in. And you can make it as, you know, whatever colors you want. So remember, if you want the extra materials for this, you can get those, the tab PDF file in the on-screen tab viewer by going to activemelody.com and doing a search for ML148. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this. We'll see you next week for something new.